want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's with sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Following the penalty, Chubb, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
first and 10.
Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
It's on the pickup. Second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mayfield on first down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Another Browns First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Good. Makes the score Browns 7. Washington, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
By the wide receiver.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 46-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. A first down throw for Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
Mayfield looks to throw. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's McKissick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. He's going to air one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Browns 10, Washington 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They run again on first down. Chubb. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And all the way down down to the 24-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
They try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Janovich, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. It's good to make it 17-7.
It is good. Makes the score Browns 17. Washington 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's second.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 93 for Mike.
Now Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down, Washington.
This is Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. A throw taken in by Sims.
Haskins.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
8-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Browns 17. Washington 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play that time for Cleveland. 67 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action. Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Washington first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Steven Sims Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24. Washington 21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play action now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
The line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
16 yards, a first down.
There's Jarvis Landry with the nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
15-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I got you, pump. Mike 56. Mike 56.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Perky with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Andy Isabella.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Now Landry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
James now to return it. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Washington.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
J.D. McKissick.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. 1st down, Washington.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with McKissick. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
McKissick, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Carl Joseph.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Geis, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
11 more on that one and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Cody Parkey on for the field goal. A 23-yard.
The kick by Parkey is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Walker showing the power, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 34. Washington 31.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
And the Washington first down.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Washington.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding that, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make off with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a ring now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel, we just step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off, we just step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done